All right.
Finally getting started.
Oh, yep. Gotta get rid of something because there's two of me now. There we go. There is no need for two of me. The world would never be able to handle it.
Yeah. All
I think
right.
that's a pretty universal sentiment.
What would we do with two useless lumps?
I don't know. There's only one of you.
If that was all that was required for the for
For that,
there's a lot of people for that qualifies for that.
yeah, Rex, me and you already count as useless lumps, so
Useless is
kinda.
subjective too. So I mean, that's, to some people, I would be considered a useless lump.
Eh. All right.
Same.
So, you guys left off. You almost got killed by the BBEG. Well, one of you actually did die. One of you died afterwards by killing yourself, and then two of you came back to life. Three of you. 2.5.
I was never dead.
That's why it's, that's why
This
it's
is
like
also
2.5.
Auntie Karen knows what's up.
Hey, Lunar.
I don't want to go to Bakerville Monday.
And you guys managed to make your way out of the area, and I don't believe you actually fully talked to the Earl yet.
I don't actually quite remember exactly what happened.
You were
I
heading.
think the last thing we were doing was going to like a base camp nearby.
Yeah.
I believe I sent a message letting him know of the threat, at the very least.
You did.
Why do I feel like with that statement, he probably didn't take it seriously?
You have no idea. Why don't you go meet him?
I suppose there's really nothing else for it, is there?
Yeah.
So you guys are now at the base camp. You walk up onto it, and it's not what looks. It wouldn't be a small one. It looks like something that was constructed with the idea in mind of a massive army.
Wait, is this the base camp that we found, or is this one that we made?
This is one that you walked up to after leaving the enclosed area.
Yeah, it's slightly out of the barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it has been built and reinforced over. Like, this is not something that you would construct over in the matter of a few weeks. This is like fully built. Like, this is going to be a staging area for a fight.
Okay.
There's a few people standing guard, and as they walk up, they kind of look at each other. It's like,
The freaks are back.
yeah, fuck. You turned me into a whale!
Indeed, I did. You did what?
Oh God, Ken, you're just gonna be talking to yourself for like half of the game.
Fucking love it. Just get the fuck out of my sight and get in there. The Earl wants to talk to you, and so does the King.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Another person
goody.
with a title.
Okay.
I mean, Todak is not gonna want to do that. Todak is a terrible person with people who think they're superior to him.
Yeah, you are.
So I'm gonna just let Dusk do all the talking.
Oh, great.
Definitely not Auntie Karen.
Well, Auntie Karen's mind's a bit warped, I'm assuming, right now, so.
I've seen the infinite.
I'm surprised she isn't just calling us cheese doodles at this point.
They rush you and they point you to one of the larger tents that's in there. It's like, go in there.
Thank you.
I'm almost tempted to demand them to say please.
I don't think that it would do any good.
Probably not, no, so thus I bite my tongue.
All right.
I am Toadek, I'm not meant to be helpful.
Are you going to head in there straight away, or are you going to explore around the area first?
We've been summoned. It would be rude not to go see what they want. You two can go. The rest of you can go explore if you like. I can take
I'm
care of
the-
this.
You know what? No, you guys should all stay here. Toadek's gonna go exploring.
All right.
That's
So
fine.
Todak is going to go explore the camp. Dusk clearly going inside. What about you two? One person.
Auntie Karen and Adele will probably just follow us after dusk. Though
Okay.
Auntie Karen will give Twilight a nice pat on the head and be safe, Froggy. If you do, I have a nice treat for you. As she goes and then waddles off after Adele and Dusk.
All right. So let's start with the less intensive thing. Todak,
Okay,
you're wandering around the area?
I am.
All right. You wander around. And this camp is, it's rather large. There's lots of, there's actual several barracks that have been built. There are lots of people inside, lots of, you can tell that there's like quite a few amount of soldiers in here right now. From just hopping around a little bit, you can probably gather the number that's inside is roughly 200.
What is it the Earl is planning? This place is not meant to be invaded. It is meant to be closed. Interesting. Todak just keeps hopping about, trying to listen to scuttlebutt from some of the other soldiers here.
Give me a perception. See what you pick up.
Definitely a good start.
Yep, you get a few little bits of conversation here and there. Some people saying it's like, I can't believe, like, we've been sitting here for like 6 months waiting for something to happen. What the hell's going on?
6 months? It hasn't been 6 months. To us.
There you go.
Interesting.
Well, those goddamn freaks are saying that there's a huge army of Illithid inside, so we've got to be on our guard. Don't slack off unless you want a tadpole in your head.
Okay, so that's good information. Not great information, but it's information.
And as you hop around a little bit, you also hear someone say, I heard the Estoyan Empire is supposed to be joining in too? What the hell convinced them?
Is this the Magic Haters?
Yep.
Fucking assholes.
In another world, they killed your family.
Another word, I still hate them. Interesting. Alright, well, that's pretty much all Todak's gonna do, so unless I come up with something really neat and interesting.
All right. Dusk, Karen, and Teal'c. You guys head into the camp, and you do recognize the Earl in his, in his Warforged form. And there is what looks to be a very regal man, I'd say in about his 30s, as well as a yeah, okay, there was another one. I thought that said Nova Scotia. Jesus Christ. As well as a woman in full plate, standing all standing around a table, looking at a little map. When they hear you enter, they all look, and the Earl says, "Where's the frog? Did he die?"
Technically, but I'm
You're not
not
there.
there,
Shut
so.
up.
Yes, he did,
Uh,
but he's currently recuperating in the camp.
He died, but he walked it off.
Well,
I
I've
got it.
also died, but I've got better.
There we go.
I believe when I first hired you, you were in a constant state of death anyway, so it's good to see you have your body back.
Yes, it was rather confusing, but I'm getting used to it. I didn't have to breathe before, and that's become an annoyance.
Now you don't remember to eat.
Welcome to lungs.
Well, it's good to see you guys
Yeah,
back out of that
good.
hell. Been in there a while.
Not by our standards.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it's
it
only been about a
seems.
week now.
Well, I sent you in there a year ago. We got this place up and
Really?
running about 8 months, and started to get some the army forming 6 months ago.
Timey-wimey nonsense.
Wibbly wobbly.
Is that you? Is that your doing?
Well, after the information you gave me. And with the fact that this place was growing out of control and we saw a few attacks, 8 months ago, we started to get everything going. The first attack of the Mind Flayers came, and we knew we had to do something.
Uh, please tell me that my warning helped.
Well, there was just 3 Mind Flayers, and then we got your warning, and then we started to build.
Well, I'm a little confused as to the time distortion. Did you have something to do with that as well?
I figure that's
you-
just us being in the portal, isn't it?
I don't think we don't have that kind of power to swing. Why would we speed up time in there?
Well, it
Yes,
certainly works to
like
your advantage. So that's why I thought it was you. But yeah,
I don't think it's
you
to
can
their
only make it that
advantage. Those on the inside have more time to prepare. It's not.
the other way around.
Yeah, it is technically the other way around. I did
It,
mess up my
it,
wording, but yeah.
we
Oh yeah,
we
you're
were
right.
in there
Never
for
mind.
10 days. Yeah, we
10
were in there for 10
days.
days. You've been it's been almost a year for you to be out here. That's a lot of preparation time.
Yeah, but I don't
So
think the.
naturally, I
Never
assumed.
mind, I'm not there.
Yeah, fair.
Well, we've sent in a couple of magical scouts, and we've got a little bit of a lay of the land. Nothing far in, just a couple of weeks worth of scouting. But
Did they notice the time distortion as well?
they did.
Okay, so this is news. Okay.
It does seem that things that go in there at different times or different points seem to be affected differently as well. It's that world in there is changing so rapidly. We don't know what's going on.
It appears to be. Well, I can't confirm, but it sort of appears to be very. Oh God, my brain is failing.
very susceptible to thought. So the environment, it almost feels as though the environment in the land changes based off of the person thinks.
It also
Some,
seems like the world some feels like worlds are fusing together, and well, it seems like they might be trying to terraform the place.
That is a dangerous thought. Well, it would be rude if I did not introduce you to the two people here. After all, they, one of them is rather upset with you, but has decided to waive the charges that you are, experiencing for what you did.
I would love to meet this person.
it's just kind
Whatever,
of odd.
whatever could you mean?
I was informed of what you morons did.
Y'all are gonna have to narrow it down some.
Meet.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm still not there. I'm still
that's
not
Still
there.
not there. Meet King
sent out on a
Balthus.
couple of missions.
Meet King Balthus, and the man that looks to be in about his 30s turns to you all, and he is a large man. He looks like, if you wanted to get an exact measurement of him, he'd be about 6'10". He actually looks like he is part giant.
Todak would fight him.
If I'm meeting him, Adele being a noble and all, she'll do a noble curtsy, and then seeing that, Karen will sort of try to do the same thing, but not as well.
I'm not sure if there is a theological version of that for priests and clerics and such, but if there is, she does one for her god.
I mean, I think depending on the situation, they would still bow or something. I don't know. Also depends on how in tune the church is with that religion. Then the king would actually probably bow to them if they're high enough in the order.
Right. Well, I don't know. I want to say that some religions, like the clergy, have some sort of hand gesture or symbol or whatever. Oh yeah, like the making the
Flipping them
cross
off.
on your body and then flipping them off. Yes, I've heard of that.
It is a good thing Todak is not there.
But yeah, she does tries to do something for me out of respect.
And the lady over there is Queen Theresa from the Charlotte Kingdom.
Okay, she does similar to her.
Thank you for the lurker, Nugget.
Yep, Adele will do another curtsy, and then Karen will try to do a copy as well.
So, we are to understand that this is technically all your fault.
You fucknut.
As much as you can be at fault for the rain, yes.
I
Well-
blame the owner of that castle in darkness.
And how exactly
blame
did the
anybody.
mountain
So-
blow up and set
Don't ask.
fire to
Some-
my capital?
Somebody in the castle set up a bomb and set it off.
Who knows? Only the archangels know.
Don't know that it was intentionally set off.
Give me a deception.
Circumstances that we what's the word? Things that we have done may have had something to do with it, but Not intentional.
The only bomb that was in there was the one that Todak had. So go ahead.
So to be fair, the people present didn't set off the bomb. They were witness to a bomb going off. Oh, buddy, I will twist your arm 6 weeks from Sunday to make this work.
I'm
No, we set off a bomb. Or our groups did. Technically, our group set off a bomb, but the devastation that bomb would have caused is nothing compared to what happened.
This is also true.
You know,
Besides, if we
It's
were
like-
there for the explosion, wouldn't we have been destroyed as well?
yeah, it's like throwing a pebble into a pond and then a friggin' tsunami happens because of it. You know,
Oh, a butterfly
We
flaps
are-
its wings and a hurricane starts halfway across the world.
Yeah, that's the butterfly's fault, right?
Well, butterfly effect.
yeah, but if our system of laws are going to start trying to track down that sort of chain reaction for punishment, then you might as well wipe out the earth. Or planet.
Yes, but instead of staying for questioning, you ran from the authorities. But I digress. You have been pardoned at the request of the Earl.
Oh, these motherfuckers are gonna love
Well, thank you,
Todak.
Oh, goody. That's great to hear.
Don't go blowing up any more fucking mountains.
In the distance, I promise nothing.
I will certainly try.
I cannot, good faith, make that promise. There's a walking mountain out there that I'd very much like to blow up.
Oh,
I'm sorry, did you say a walking mountain?
Yes,
The Earl
Yes,
just sits
we,
down and is like, I've got to fucking process this.
Yes, we found Hagif Kag, and, well, we dealt with him in a rather spectacular fashion. It wasn't the end of things.
we did what you asked us to do. However, in doing so, it seemed to release its god, and that god grew into a mountain and then thoroughly trashed us. We managed to escape only by nods to our savior, Simmons. Clever mechanics and quick thinking.
It also seemed to be rather disinterested in us once we started to leave.
Todak's gonna go see if he can find more gunpowder.
Highly resistant to divine.
As you say that, you feel an arm on your shoulder, and same with Teal'c. Well then, I guess you'll be needing my help.
I don't know who this is, but I immediately distrust them.
If you turn and
And-
look, you see a man with a heavily scarred face, a missing eye, and wearing little in the way of armor. He is wearing clothes, and he does look it looks what you might call regal. So, you're the ones that took out some of my people.
Why are we finding all of these people who have a problem with us?
You did good.
Because-
You did good. I like that kind of spunk.
Apologies, who might you be?
Well, why don't you take a wild guess? You seem smart.
Emperor, I assume?
Ooh, smart one, yes indeed.
Sorry, but most of my knowledge comes from that church.
You broke up quite badly there.
I said, sorry, but most of my knowledge kind of revolves around my church.
Most of my knowledge revolves around giving a fuck.
Well, most people call me Warglaive Jaw.
I'm not calling him that.
Interesting. Um,
And I am the leader from the Ostoyan Empire.
The magic haters.
uh-huh.
Just arrived today. It's time to see some very annoying but entertaining faces.
This is the asshole that gave us the anti-magic grenades,
No,
whether
that
he
was...
knew it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's one of the people that developed them.
More or less.
No, it's not the backwards guy. So, you're looking to blow up a mountain, are you?
Uh,
Again.
Well, I mean, I had some ideas. I was thinking of dropping hardened steel rods into from very high up.
Sure thing,
Ah.
Cobra.
I thought of things like that, just using gunpowder and other solid things to launch them up in the air and then dropping them. I call them rods from God, just to mock the little religious people.
She just kind of scowls at him and flexes her wings. She says, "No, I was actually just going to drop myself."
Well, that kind of just makes it even funnier than with the name, doesn't it? But I have
I know.
other plans instead. I can give you a little insurance that should be able to help you out.
Curious.
Besides the fact that we're going to be invading that place with an army, several armies, and we are all working together because nobody wants a world full of tadpoles and squid faces.
You ask
Speaking
Toadette
of
that
which,
question.
I don't know these creatures. Though they disgust me in appearance, I don't really understand what they're capable of.
Well, luckily, because of the Earl over here, we all seem to be privy to his true nature, but he still staying over in Ulistenburg, the coward.
I'm getting ready to pick a side here, and it certainly ain't going to be on his.
We kind of have an idea of what these things are. I mean, we've been invaded by them several times with their ships hopping through the dimensions. This is the first time we've ever seen a invasion force this large. That's true. The Illithid are a nuisance to all of the worlds. And the fact that they came here with that thing, that whatever we call it, a god or whatever, doesn't bode well for us.
I call it a piss off.
That's cute.
That was just broken up stuff.
Sorry, breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, a lot.
Yeah. I think the problem is, yeah, it's still the gain issue. That's probably the gate.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
Yep, better now.
Okay. We are going to be opening up a small breach and leading the armies in. I know this is going to sound really stupid, but
Yep.
we need to deal with them as many as we can. And if your numbers are correct, then with the introduction of the Ostoyan Empire, we will have the forces to take them down. There'll be losses, but while we deal with them, we can send a small contingent to help you with the mountain.
Any ideas? I'll deal with them out.
Well, like I said, I have something. You don't need to worry about that. It's gonna go with you.
Is it as
What?
cool sounding as taking an airship and dropping a bunch of things on top of its head?
Oh, it's a lot cooler than that. It's a little creation of mine.
Okay.
Increase that number.
I've seen your creations in action, but this should be fun.
And they only keep getting more and more impressive the more we like to experiment, so things will go grand.
Happen to know there's a snake out there that definitely wants to eat your face.
Oh, excuse me. Had a frog in my throat.
You fucking wish you did.
Well, it is a damn good thing I have. Oh, I should probably pull this up. I forgot to do this in case somebody wants to throw shit at me.
Oh, your hat.
What?
Did I miss it?
No, I just forgot to pull something up. It's loading now. Just in time. Ow. Yeah. Prick.
Eh.
Well, take a little bit of a break since apparently, while I was standing outside, some people died. And then when you go in, you're gonna want this. And he hands you a piece of paper.
Okay. Sweet. Unless it's like,
It's currently blank.
Huh.
But it feels different than typical parchment. Christ. And but when you try to, like, if you try to roll it up, it immediately just rolls up and folds into this perfect cylindrical shape that you can store away.
interesting. Thank you. And I assume that this is some sort of letter of introduction or something like that.
You could say that.
And who am I taking this to?
Oh, you're gonna hold on to it until you deem it necessary to be used, and you'll be told how to use it when the time comes. Don't worry about the details.
Okay.
Just
Yes, I'm a little confused, but
Well, confusion's a good thing, isn't it?
it depends.
Not really. Sometimes it is.
Todak
If I were
constantly
less
lives at
confused.
confusion.
I got Lunar to
Confusion
swear.
can lead. Confusion can cause mistakes.
Well,
Well,
but where's the fun if we already know it's going to happen?
exactly, I like you.
Annie Karen just shaking her head like, no.
Do not like.
But there is a canteen in here, I hear, so just go and relax while I go talk to the others.
Let's go.
All right.
Todak still doesn't like him.
All right, then the crew walks out. Well, you've also never met him, but the crew walks out. I guess we go look for Todak.
All right, you guys can definitely start looking for the Todak. Hope this loads. Hey.
Ugh. Todak is gonna see if he can't pilfer fucking more gunpowder.
You wouldn't, Lunar. You wouldn't. But I use your name. Alright, if you want gunpowder, then you're gonna give me investigation.
No.
And you're not getting gunpowder.
Damn it!
You're definitely not getting gunpowder. You look around, and any place that has gunpowder is heavily guarded, and there's people that say, no, you're not allowed. No. We've been warned to not let you in. Specifically says, if you see a green frog, don't let him near it.
Yes, but are you assuming that all green frogs are exactly the same? That's a little racist, don't you think?
It is, but we were told
just
green
got-
frog and no specifics other than that. So unfortunately, if you have a problem with it, go talk to the Earl or the King.
I'm more of a teal, but all right.
It's still a type of green.
Is that a mental picture? That's a picture of some guard with a spear pointing straight down at the ground at this little itty bitty toad. Stay the hell away! You're not going anywhere, you little frog!
What's funny? What's even funnier is that he's technically not wrong to be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. But that's okay. They're allowed
Yes, they are.
some days.
Well, at the very least, there's not much we can do to stop it.
I mean, maybe.
The button returns.
I forgot.
All right, so I find no gunpowder. I'm just gonna keep hopping around.
All right. The rest of you, you're gonna go try to find Todak, or you're gonna go to the canteen, eat, relax.
Karen will look for Todak.
Well, it's definitely not hard to find Todak with a lot of people going, it's like, just staring at the frog or trying to get out of his way because nobody wants to get poisoned.
Sure, that's what they're worried about.
Sure,
These
yeah.
trained soldiers, they don't really care too much about your strength.
Ah, there you are, Froggy. We're going to the cantina for some food. Relax a bit. Do you want to come with us?
Yes, Todak cannot find the supplies he needs, so I suppose it is just time to eat. Something not warped and twisted would be nice.
Okay, and as I'm now rank 3, the number which things happen changes, so now 81 does nothing to me, which is boring. Oh, and were you good while we were away?
No one's dead or on fire. That counts as good.
Close enough. Here, have a treat. At which point she gives you one of your favorite leech snacks.
Woo! Inviso Todak.
No, not invisible yet, just a leech.
Aw, well,
Here, have some more.
leech
And
is still
she
good.
hands you even more leech snacks. Then even more, handfuls. Then she takes out the jar and just starts shoving it above you. And it raises down leeches over and over again.
It's raining snacks. Hallelujah.
I can make candy at will.
Nice.
Candy? Oh, it is candy. Candied leeches. I love it.
Endless leeches for you.
Happy, happy Todak.
They are edible, but has no nutritional value.
Tell you what, I'll feed someone else to them first, and then they'll have nutritional value.
All right, you
Think I
guys can head to the canteen and yeah. When we were talking about bringing him back, that was what was discussed about naming it that. And I'm just like, yep, go ahead.
It works.
Yeah, Auntie Karen does. We haven't really mentioned this before, but she does look different. Like her clothes are all tattered and sort of like sewn together with pieces of skin of weird colors and shades.
Todek doesn't question it.
She looks like she's been in the other realm, the ethereal plane for a while. She's she's doing all right. She's physically fine.
Only a little insane.
Only a
More.
little.
She was always insane.
All right. So you all head to the canteen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you head in there, it seems rather quiet, as most of the people that are there that seem to be bearing the colors that you're familiar with are staring at a specific section of table. Not saying anything, just observing. But otherwise,
Take-
they are eating,
take-
doing their things. What?
I'm interested. Go take a look at what they're all staring.
When you go over there, there is a few people that are sitting at that table. They are bearing. Give me one sec. Didn't want to do that audible to the stream. They are wearing colors similar to what the king was wearing of the Estoyan Empire.
Uh,
And
okay.
they have these blank stares on their faces as they sit there and eat. Two of them, however, just kind of look up at you as you stare. It's like, you got a problem there, Wingy?
No. I was hoping that you were looking at some sort of map that wouldn't be able to. I was hoping you had intel that was going to help us. Guess you don't.
We are the intel that's going to help you.
Well, then my interest was founded. What do you know?
Well, what we know, you'll find out when the time comes. Don't worry about
That
it.
is a horseshit response.
We were on orders not to tell you anything. It's supposed to be a nice little surprise.
Why do I get the feeling the nice little
All
surprise is
sorts
going
of
to explode in our
surprises.
face? Todek doesn't like it when the very people that sent assassins after us say that they have a surprise for us.
Well, cautious
Shitty
one.
assassins, might I add. What?
You're a cautious one. Good. Keep
We
that
all are.
close. Keep that close to your heart.
Let Todek remind you. He has bit a walking mountain. He will bite you too.
And you seem to think that we care that you bit a mountain.
I like how you glossed over the
What?
walking part.
A mountain's still a mountain.
This one spits balls of fire and lava.
Sounds like a volcano.
Sounds like a fuck you. I'm hungry. Todek's gonna
Yeah,
get food.
except this volcano moves on its own.
I don't have the charisma to tell a good bad story, so
Oh, Winged One, you act like we care that it moves. As long as it bleeds, it can die.
it's a
I'm
fucking.
not sure that it does.
Did we even do enough damage to see it bleed?
Nope. We're too far away. To know.
For the most part, yeah, you guys were too far away.
Okay. So that sucked. Todek's gonna get food. Fuck these guys.
All right,
It
go
might,
ahead and get your food.
might
Yes.
ruin the surprise, but as Adele's getting food, she casts Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Let me read
For the time being,
this.
she's just doing surface thoughts for now, but she might try to dive deeper later.
Uh, 2003 creature.
And as Adele's eating, she's like, I have to chew food again. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. Would you like me to chew it for you? No. No, don't do that.
Todak can help too.
Go away.
I've always been curious about this. Do they always know that you're doing this, even if you don't delve deeper?
I believe only when they delve deeper,
Uh,
then they would know, possibly.
Okay.
I think they
Yes.
only know if I
Yeah.
fail the deep dive check.
No, they know either way, because it does say either way they know. Either it's if it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you are probing into its mind. And unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check to end the spell. So
Do you still wish to do this?
well,
Possibly not then.
it's only if you're from what I'm understanding then it's only if you delve deeper.
Only-
So with the surface thoughts, they don't know that you're probing their mind.
Yeah, then just surface thoughts. I'm just gonna see if just the surface thoughts for now.
Just on the one that was talking.
Yeah.
The surface thoughts you get are, this guy thinking you guys are a bunch of idiots. No real focus on what the surprise is or anything like that. Just focus on taunting the lot of you.
Probably gonna murder him.
Well, you don't know
That's
that's
what
what he's
Todak's
doing.
surface thought is.
Well, I don't think Teal'c needs to go to your mind to learn your surface thoughts, so.
Not gonna lie. If Todak knew what it was, he'd probably be playing a lot of insane ICP. I feel like that would be his musical choice
It's a weird ass musical choice.
for a frog archer. Yes.
Is it really weird though?
Not overly.
Only in
not-
the sense that it's unknown in that world, but
For a frog archer, I think it's weird because he's definitely not. I don't picture Todak as a juggalo, so.
I'm just barbaric enough to have the face paint, though.
Yeah, but still don't picture him as a juggalo.
Swing, swing.
I can very much hear Todak saying, "Magnets, how do they work?"
Oh God, he's Mormon. Or is that Jehovah's Witness? I can't remember anymore. All right, but you guys can go get your food, do what you want to do. And just relax and prepare for the inevitable fuck you that's gonna happen.
yeah, basically.
What the fuck? I do like.
Itch, itch, itch.
Okay. Food is given to you. If you guys go get it, Todak definitely did. Anybody else that wants to eat, food's given, some drink, and you're able to just enjoy You have a table to yourselves because people tend to be avoiding you.
Good. Fuck those guys.
She sticks to her routine.
I think you said something about herbal tea.
Nope. I said she sticks to her routine.
Okay. All right. And supper passes and it starts to get dark.
Does it look like they're planning on us to move out tonight?
Doesn't look like it, no.
So then it's probably just best that we relax for the time being.
Get some sleep.
Maybe actually soak in water that's not from a crazy plane of death and existence.
Yeah,
Okay.
that might be nice.
There is
Yeah.
an empty barrel that you could fill with water.
Yeah, we can do that. Whether I have to create it is either way, it's fine.
Yep, that's fine. I get.
Are
I
we
take the
anywhere?
bucket.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I just take the bucket and get Dusk to create water at it. And Todak just floats up to the surface.
Just imagine Todak gets in the barrel first, then hops it over to Dusk like, Phil!
I carry it on my head because I have the strength to do so.
I was just thinking that you just get in there, prop yourself up, and then just start using it to like hop, so the barrel just starts fucking hopping.
I
Just to
have
try
the
to
strength
scoop-
for that.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
I'll do exactly that just to fuck with people.
Is that people would see that and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Your shit be haunted, yo.
And if she can, Adele's gonna go look for either bottles of wine or any type of alcohol she can find. She's gonna test whether or not she can get drunk again.
Well, you can definitely find mead at the canteen. Lots of it. There's nothing fancy there, just simple alcohol. And how much are you going to drink? Don't say yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Right.
Oh, you're going Cass on a friggin' alcohol store. God damn it. All right. Give me 3 con saves.
All of us are just.
Just this the one
It's
drinking.
the one that's drinking.
Well, on the second one, you get incredibly drunk. Like you've gone through a few drinks at this point, and you're just like, oh, this is pretty. And I tell you what, I'm gonna go fuck that mountain up. And you just barely save yourself from passing out.
It's fun talking to you guys, but I'm gonna go find somewhere to sleep. Goodbye. As she walks out, she walks out of a wall and just leaves the room.
Luckily, that canteen is a tent, so you don't have to worry about breaking any walls.
Any lakes, streams, or ponds in the area suitable for fishing?
Not really. Nothing that would
Nah.
be within a decent amount of travel time.
Right. She just keeps an eye on her companions.
Not you're definitely gonna have to keep a good eye on one of them because she's just fucking gone. She full fucking sent.
Then there's Todak, who you have to watch anyway, because one wrong word from someone is probably going to get them murdered.
I'm used to it.
Good.
I feel like the fact that he knows where the gunpowder is very bad. Just one wrong word. What do you say? He then fires a lightning bolt into the tent.
God.
If I can't have it, no one can.
And then the entire army just turns and murders you.
Fucking Todek's gone by that point. Where's my army?
Well, you haven't summoned your army.
That's fair. No, I'm not summoning my army to this place. This place sucks.
That is fair. Well, you've got
Yeah.
you got a drunkie. Is that and everybody going to sleep? What are you guys doing for the night?
It's been a year. You might want to check on your at least a scout.
Oh wait, because I don't want to summon any of them here. Because last thing I need is fucking more corruption in the bloodline than already's there. I feel like just standing at the edge of this realm, I'm getting like a fucking Chernobyl-sized dose of radiation right to the gilly.
Yeah,
At this point,
Uh,
Chernobyl-sized
that
dose
is a
of
good
radiation is
point out.
almost nothing.
I will, before going to sleep, I will take a moment to send a message to my temple to let them to let them know that I'm still alive, and kicking, basically.
You get a message back, and all it says is, "We know." That's good though.
Great.
Okay.
Now I'm even more confused. How the hell would they know?
I feel like enough of them know clairvoyance they can watch you.
They also have faith.
That's true.
Something the rest of us lack in fucking droves.
You get a bunch of messages
yeah,
being sent to
once-
you that are prayers for you, and then just one that ends mysteriously with, "You have done well, my child." With a very familiar voice, but you can't pin it down.
Who's that bitch?
I don't- It's enough for us to cause a smile. So, uh, aside from that, she is just going to make sure that everyone gets to sleep safely.
All right.
Todek just stays in his barrel.
All right. Come morning, the camp is active. It's loud. Todak, your barrel is just full of mucus, and it's kind of hard to move.
Ah, true Todeki bliss as I fucking climb out of my now watery barrel.
When you climb out, that's all you hear, as this place has just been replaced mostly by mucus and poison. It's kind of almost like, like when you have that goop that you pull your finger out of, and you get that like slurping farty sound, like like the slime.
So I literally
Mhm.
made Todek poison slime.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm
it's
selling
normal.
this.
I do believe. No, you're not. Going to purify it.
No, the poison goop.
Before you have a chance to cast your spell, somebody says, "No, no, 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 no! Research!"
No, never mind. Cleanse.
Yeah, that's been done. We don't need this hazard.
Oh, please, I've dealt with worse poisons. I deal with acid on a regular basis.
Acid is a bitch poison.
Acid's not a poison.
Better.
Well, if you think you can put it to some sort of use in regards to this threat that we're dealing with, then by all means, take it.
Well, I have under good authority that the elephant are not immune to poison.
Oh, Todek is
Well-
pleased with this information.
You may need to add. May need to do something to increase its potency. Then this stuff has been diluted with water, so not going to be quite as potent as.
You don't you worry about that.
It sounds like Todek is now going to be able to sell his bath water. Oh God!
I have now made Gamer Toad bathwater.
Oh, I'm going to hell. I'll be right back.
1 platinum a jar.
Oh god, now all I can picture is Todak doing the face! No, what have I done?
I'd like to see the chart as to what's that versus the other stuff that's out there.
I think Todak does consent. There goes my vision in my right eye for a minute. My left eye, fuck. Okay. I'm on. There we go. Okay. So while he's BRBing, why is the crown still on my head? There we go. The armies start to gather and leave, and you guys are left alone. You do see that everybody has gone. That several people have gone into the this one tent that has been marked dangerous and explosive, and have been carrying casks out to a cart. They also have what appears to be several iron balls and cannons. They have prepared for this.
I'm watching with intent, just looking to see whether or not there's anything that she can do to help, or whether or not she should be staying back and letting them do their work.
Well, I mean, you could definitely ask if they need a hand or not.
At this point, I don't know who to ask.
Just anybody. Hey, you need a hand? I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah,
there's a
I mean,
lot of they keep going in and out of that place. Like that place is filled to the brim.
well, if they need a hand, then she will help.
Oh, they're not going to reach out to you to get the help, but if you ask for it, they will accept it. So
It's better than standing here doing nothing. So,
all right,
there may be better uses for a flying character, but
Teal'c, Karen, what are you guys doing?
I sent you a message.
Ah, there it is. The answer is no.
Good.
going to that morning change spells.
Auntie Karen and Adele for right now are just sleeping, I guess.
Sleeping in. All right. Well, you managed to help speed up the movement of the gunpowder and other volatile materials. And they start to move out. And he is AFK for a while. The hell is he doing? And he probably fell in the toilet. So we will take a moment just to wait for the Todak to get back, because we need to know what he's doing and all this.
Save the frog. Do not
Right.
flush the frog.
Wait, what?
Just looking at a spell.
No, not that. It's just apparently the timeline has changed again for the MCU.
Oh yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised. They keep messing it up so bad that they just keep twisting it.
No, they just apparently Disney Plus in Japan and Spain places The Incredible Hulk is the 5th movie in the timeline.
Wait, the original?
No, the 2009 one. Not the Hulk, but The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, but that was like the original for the MCU.
No, not the Hulk, the one that was released years before Iron Man.
Pretty sure it was because one the Hulk at the end credit visited by Tony Stark. No, not
That's
Tony Stark. Nick Fury.
no, it was Tony Stark, and that was The Incredible Hulk from
There's
2009.
two. I don't know which one, but there was two versions.
Yeah,
They
there's
changed actors, remember?
well, no, the Incredible Hulk did have a different actor originally. From 2000, 2009, 2008. That's the Incredible Hulk, but the Hulk, or just Hulk, was a
Yeah,
movie that was
looking at it
released
right
before
now.
Iron Man, so it's not
Yeah,
part of the MCU.
I'm pretty sure it was canon though. I'm pretty sure it does have the end credit scene. That was like one of the big reasons people were freaking out at the end of Iron Man, because the same character from Hulk was also uh, recruiting Tony as well.
But yeah, no, that's the Incredible Hulk. The Hulk is the one from 2003.
I think there's one that
You're breaking up something bad.
I think there's one older than that as well.
Well, yeah, there's also the Hulk versus Thor. That's Lou Ferrigno.
No, not quite that old.
Yeah, that's Hulk. The one from 2003 is Hulk.
My point being is that they keep re-releasing movies. It's like this argument or this discussion is as confusing as it would be to try to figure out which version of Batman you're talking about.
What brought us to the subject of Batman?
Well, while we were waiting for you to get back, I noticed that they've changed the timeline of the MCU to put the Incredible Hulk as the 5th in the timeline. Even though it was the 2nd movie to come out. And then we were going on versus the Incredible Hulk versus the Hulk, because the Incredible Hulk had the Tony Stark at the end, and the Hulk was just that crappy movie from 2003.
I don't remember if it was actually crappy or not.
The one from 2003 with Eric Bana? I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't great.
Alrighty.
It was
So
too
what do we
fluorescent
decide
green.
to do?
Well, right now, while you were AFK, I had them clear out that tent. You see them clearing out the tent.
The tent with the boomsticks?
The tent with the boom barrels, yes.
Now, what
And-
would it take for Todak to stealthily sneak over and Like a good neighbor asked to borrow a cup of sugar without actually asking.
And right now, Dusk is helping clear them out, and it is still under guard. So you can try to roll a stealth check to sneak in the back way.
Auntie Karen, I need Invisileech.
Do you go look for her?
Yes.
All right. You find Karen's tent, I guess, and then you find her leaving the tent, though she seems to be floating. Oh, hello there, Todak.
Need special leech.
What?
I need the special leech.
Also, you've got to roll.
For what?
Not you.
No, she accepts. So,
No, not that. Not that.
then rolling for what?
Your
It's
transfer
been it's been a day.
Oh, that, yes.
Oh no, that doesn't seem good, does it?
Gotta scroll all the way back up.
This might influence of what's going to happen with Auntie Karen and how she is appearing.
Not really.
Oh boy. Right then, continue.
What do you mean, special leech?
The one that makes Toadek see-through.
Oh, invisibility spell. Here you go. She just pokes you on the head and you turn invisible.
Yay. So that is a 20 to my stealth checks. And I'm going to attempt to pilfer fucking gunpowder.
You also notice that, again, Karen's being very weird. Weird even for her.
Alright.
I don't think Toadek cares.
Nope. Toadek is very... What's the word I'm looking for here?
Indifferent.
Accommodating.
Yes, because Auntie Karen is a very good acquaintance. So it is good to cut her some slack from time to time. Stealth check.
Right?
Plus 20. Or
Okay.
is it just advantage?
I think it's just advantage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
It's just advantage.
Oh.
Well, gonna roll a couple of things here. You do manage to sneak in without people knowing if you go the back way, which I'm assuming you do, because Todek's not that dumb to walk just between a couple of guards and people running in and out.
Nope.
Okay. And give me a sleight of hand once you get inside. Okay. You managed to grab a smaller keg, about be enough for a few. I guess the best way to look at it would be if, like, 5 rounds of a flintlock of a rifle. Nothing.
So I'll just put one small keg because
Yeah.
none of us has any kind of way to keep that measurement.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. Todak says he just grabs a fucking keg the size of something that someone could put in their hand, but for Todak it's under his arm.
Yeah. You got lucky. They did not notice your sleight of hand. They kind of noticed something was going on there, but nobody was inside at the time, so
Good.
the dice were kind to you.
And I shall remember it and kill your next character.
Yeah, after you let my character get lucky. Okay. But yeah, after a little bit, the tent is completely cleared. And the carriages go off. The cannons go off, as well as the everything else, and the armies start to march. All that's left is a few people from the the Burok Empire and the Ostoyan Empire. And they all look to the group of you.
Yeah, with Aunt Karen floating and Adele seemingly missing.
And Todek just wringing his hands, chuckling. What are all of
Well?
you looking at? You want to fight? Is that what's going on here?
It seems we're heading off once more into the breach.
I gotta add that place to my preferred fucking lands just so I can get advantage on it.
Well, like I said, the forest itself, you have that as still part. It's still a forest, so I'm not going to count it as against your preferred.
Okay. So we have healing pots, hey? Like, did we forget we had those?
Probably.
I knew we've had 'em. I knew I had some.
Okay, I have some too. So just going forward, there's a bag of holding on Todak with 10, count them, 10 healing potions.
Normal ones or the
Good to
roulettes?
know.
I'm not playing with the
Probably going
roulettes.
to forget that in future, but
But anyway, time to go back into the thing and fight a mountain.
All right. The group that stayed behind start to follow you as you head towards the barrier. They stick close.
This is too many people. Todak doesn't like it. But whatever. Todak will stay ahead of the group and try to scout as best he can for everyone. I assume that since we're traveling as a group, my abilities manage to keep up. Natural explorer.
Yep. You guys get back inside. As the barrier, at least a large section of the wall, has been dropped. I'm going to move this up towards here. That's where it is.
Alrighty then. Let's head once more to the center. Try to find that walking mountain.
All right. You hear one person say, "Well, lead the way, you group of fucking weirdos."
Todak's going to make sure he gets stomped on, whoever that was. That was probably the Emperor too, wasn't it?
Nope, they're not with you.
Good. He's getting stomped on.
All right. It does take a while. Huh? You're gonna say something?
I was going to say I was going to let Todak lead the way. So, the leader in this case.
I'm just the scout. You're the leader as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, but you're a scout, so follow the scout.
There you go. All right. Scout leads the way, at least for now.
All right. You guys go through, and you guys actually managed to travel several days without any sort of real interruption or there's no attacking forces. It seems pretty quiet and empty.
Not truly a bad thing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Or else Todak just knows all the ways to stay hidden, even for a large group.
But after a few days, when you're about halfway there, and you start to break for camp, you start to get this weird feeling. And as you look around, the world starts to change again, as it has been before. And now you're in the middle of a town, an empty town.
I dislike this.
Oopsie. And let me just drag.
Also, during this march. Adele is there every other day. Seems like she's not there every day though. She just appears sometimes, like out of nowhere.
That doesn't sound correct.
So yeah, you guys are right about there.
This town looks shitty and familiar. Town is shitty and familiar.
It looks
That's
familiar, but
okay.
it's empty and eerie.
Why does it look familiar?
Well, give me an intelligence check.
It's
For those that don't know why this place is familiar,
I will give myself guidance.
I feel like this is the place where we start having nightmares.
well, Dusk, you have no idea.
And for Adele, that's a
Could be a good
disadvantage.
day.
Adele, well, Adele, you have absolutely no idea. Todak,
Todak knows all.
Todak, yeah, Karen also has no idea either. The time in the ethereal has made her forget. But Todak, you remember that this is actually the area where you were having those nightmares, and you had gone into the mountain to grab a thing.
Grab a thing.
Yes, you grabbed an orb that gave you well, your white things.
Oh, that's right. It was the Nightmare City.
Yes. But again, it seems empty. There's not even like guards wandering about. There's no lights. The the buildings look faker than they should.
So they're playing on old memories now.
You don't know. What are you all going to do?
Is the people that we traveled with still here?
Yes, they are. They're just kind of looking at this and like, all right, fucking, this is normal, I guess.
No, not really.
Not even remotely.
Well, what I mean is the fact that the surroundings changed, like, you don't seem all that surprised.
Well, we knew that they changed. We still don't quite understand why. Though last time that we were here, it seemed to change based off of what we needed. This is different.
Very.
Hmm.
For now, take up defensive positionings and allow us to look around.
They
Yes,
just,
stay behind us, but at a reasonable distance.
we'll stay here. The two that are from the Asturian Empire just kind of sit down, and the other three that are with them from the Asturian Empire just kind of stand and stare off, while the ones from the Burok Empire do get into defensive positions, but stay with the Asturian Empire. You guys just go
But these-
explore. We'll stay here just in case anything comes for us. We can handle ourselves. Don't worry.
Okay. That's Karen. I'm actually kind of surprised just that you decided to come with us. I thought for sure that you just turned to your brother.
Well, if the world ends, I won't have any time with him. So I think once this is all dealt with, I think I will go back home, take some time with my brother, maybe continue to do my work at the practice.
So once the
Okay.
world is no longer in danger, Auntie Karen's gonna retire.
Yes, and I think I'll also retire with alongside her. I think Well, now that I have a life to live, I think I might want to try that again.
Reasonable.
One might say you have one life to live.
Who knows?
Oh,
I've
that
had
was a
multiple
terrible
so
show.
far.
It's supposed to be a pun on the show.
Fuck the show. Well, let's see what we find. Do you want us to roll perception checks? Do you want us to move around the map? What?
Move around the map for now. If you're looking for anything, go ahead and roll perceptions.
Todek remembers there
You
is
want
a
a bird's eye view?
bird's eye view would be nice. Todek remembers there's a fountain just close to here, so he's gonna go check that out.
Okay.
Auntie Karen has a passive of 20. As when she leveled up, she got expertise in perception.
Nice.
I also she lost her third eye, so she no longer has her bonus to sight. Karen got a bit remade.
Touch.
Right. You guys wander around. Todak, you do see the fountain, but the water's not moving.
If I touch it, what happens?
It's water. Are you gonna touch the statue itself, or just the water?
Well, if the water doesn't, so when I touch the water, it reacts like water.
Yes, it is water.
Okay, so I touch the statue. What happens?
Like how hard are you touching the statue? You just kind of like touching it, like poking it? Are you going to try to push it? What are you doing?
I throw a rock at it.
Full on
You throw a
Yeah.
rock at it.
investigation.
All right. You throw a
Full
rock
on
at it.
Todak brand investigation.
You throw a rock at it, and the rock goes through it.
Aha! I don't know why I aha, but there we go.
Okay.
His illusion.
So this is an illusion.
No. Like there's now a hole in the statue.
Oh. Like, did it crumble the way a stone statue should, or
It's like you threw rock through paper.
I don't like that.
Any ideas?
Todak will jump up to the statue and see if he can examine it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Well, you can tell there's a hole. It looks like like the statue is made out of metal. You look in the hole and you can't really tell much from it.
Why does none of this feel right? Someone look at this.
Because this. I don't know what I would be looking for, but I'll take a look.
Todak is strong, but not strong enough to throw stone through more stone.
All right. If you're gonna go take a look, go and roll me an investigation.
Investigation. Here's the thing.
Okay. You look at it. You poke it. And when you poke it, especially around the little hole, it starts to widen and it actually feels like paper. And you look in and there's wires, like it's paper on wires, and you even see tubing. But tubing that
what?
you're not familiar with.
Don't like any of this.
As in, like plumbing.
Yes. And it looks like it's supposed to be a fountain that's supposed to be spraying water, but it's just not working.
So what happens if Todak throws another rock at a building across the way? Does the hole create about the same way?
No. Are you actually going to do that?
Yes.
There's no. Well, how hard are you throwing it? Are you trying to just yeet a friggin' stone rock through a building, or are you
Not a
just kind of? Are you just kind of just like
Well,
chucking
with the
it?
same force. Like, I mean, I threw this rock and it went through a statue.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it like I normally would and see what happens.
It thunks off, but you get the sound of it is more like like a thin board being hit by a rock instead of the side of a wall.
Okay, so this is a prop,
That's essentially what it looks like it's boiling down to.
but why? Yeah, prop for what? What's its purpose?
Could they have used it to study our places? I mean,
Uh,
like what you do with training scenarios. You build mock-ups or maps or pick some close approximation of the place where you're going and train your soldiers to deal with the terrain.
maybe.
Todak, you also do remember that there was a tavern that you guys had gone to, and that is nearby.
Okay. We actually spent time in the tavern, so we know what the inside of the tavern would look like.
Yep.
Todak's gonna start hopping in that direction.
Pretty sure this is it.
Right. You head down to that inn, and you hop in. The door feels like an actual door. The building feels like an actual building. You open up, and it looks like exactly like it did when you were there,
Charming.
but empty, void of people.
What about the building next door to the tavern? We knew nothing about that. So if I go ahead and try to push my way through the door there, what do I find?
You open it up, and while the door feels kind of real, it swings open, and inside looks like it's completely empty. It just looks like somebody built the outside of a house, and the inside is thin plywood. And there's no insulation, no nothing.
Someone built this place based on our memories because they have exact knowledge of the places we've been and things we've seen, but they don't have knowledge of anything we haven't seen.
Well, I don't know what to make of that.
That means someone is reading our minds.
Don't we have artifacts to help us shield ourselves from that sort of thing?
We got them afterwards.
So it's reading us before we actually donned the magical gauntlets.
Well, if I remember correctly, Dusk doesn't have that. They have the weapon.
I thought the weapon acted the same way.
No.
No, I have gloves.
Oh, you had. Oh, you got the gloves, not the. Oh, that's right. It was Snake Boy that got the mace.
The weapon, yeah.
Not to mention the fact that I'm resistant to psychic tampering in the first place.
Oh, excuse me. You guys are
Due to
so
my,
close. So close.
Lineage.
Yep.
Kodak
Okay.
gets on high.
Right. You're climbing up a building.
Getting to the highest point that I can.
Right. You can climb some buildings to get up to a high point. And once you do, everything starts to change perspective. Areas that you know that you haven't visited, as I don't remember. Dusk, I think I said you were going high, but I don't know if you actually did start to fly up. I don't know if that was if you were doing that or not.
I did not.
Okay.
I was tend to stay with the group unless it was necessary.
So yeah, Todak, when you get up, you notice that the areas that you had explored, which were very limited in there, seem like there's buildings and everything, but everything else just seems to have the face. What would face towards where you guys were, and then the rest is just nothing. There's nothing behind it. It's just wood holding it up, and it's very smooth looking wood.
Karen,
Ah?
or either one of you actually, do either of you have the ability to detect thoughts?
Mm, yes, I do.
Yet.
Scan the area and find out who's generating this illusion for us. I mean, it's not technically an illusion, but it feels like they're reading our thoughts and then manufacturing this somehow using the land's ability to shift.
Sadly, I can only use this on creatures I can see.
Nope.
And Toadek, give me a perception while you're up there. No. You look around, it seems pretty empty. Again, there's still no
Todek's-
people.
Todek's gonna start wrapping some cloth around one of his arrows.
Okay. Don't like where this is going.
Soak it in oil.
Fuck, I knew it.
I mean, everything's made of plasterboard, and you have fire drain strength. You can literally just push these buildings down.
Yeah, but
That's not as fun.
fire.
Be the best tiny kaiju you can be.
Yeah, I start wrecking shit.
Give me a moment. I'm just going to go start walking through some of these buildings. At which point, Adele is just going to physically walk through the walls and try to search some of these buildings.
Right? You start doing it, and some of it, it's plywood. There is press board. Like, things that, like, material that as you start walking through, just don't seem normal for the level of technology that you guys have. Like,
So yeah, Todek just starts going through and lighting things on fire.
right? Things catch up and burst quickly, and Adele, give me a perception check right where you are, right when you go through here.
I hope whoever put all this time and effort into building this set suffers greatly for my destruction.
You notice that there is actually something on the ground that seems out of place. It's an empty building. There's no walls, no nothing, just structural support. But there is something that is laying on the ground, almost like it was forgotten.
Okay, I go over and pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up, and it's made out of this very lightweight metal. And
Can
it
I make
has...
an investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and make
Go
your
ahead.
investigation. You fiddle with it, and it has 3 legs. And you open it up, and it has a thing that can be raised and lowered, and has a screw. You know what a screw is? So there's a screw on it as well. Congratulations, you found a tripod.
Yeah, I'm just fiddling with the device, and I walk out the wall. It's like, I found something peculiar.
Todek just keeps burning.
All right, you keep burning.
And it burned, and the frog's the one that did it.
And after a little bit, you actually start to feel water on your head. And then more water. And then it almost feels like there's a torrential storm above your head as the fire starts to go out. And you are soaked from head to toe.
Todek is fine with that, but why did this storm suddenly come up?
There's no clouds.
Todek just gets into another high point again and fires an arrow directly up.
Oh.
Karen, do you want to look up at possibly the ceiling?
Well, Todek fires an arrow straight up, and it sticks into it sticks in about 100 feet up.
So Todek will now fire one directly to the horizon that he can see.
And it travels for a little bit, almost drops out of your view, but then stops over the wall.
And Todek starts charging towards that wall.
All right, you start charging towards that wall, and then
I transform as I go, wrecking everything in my path.
Okay. And by the time you reach that wall, you actually bounce off of it. It is...
Do I not get to make an attack against the wall?
It's completely solid metal when you hit it, and you would not be able to break it with just a simple charge. Not even with your strength. You can try to attack it, absolutely, but you bounce off of it, and it's just a little bit of a shock.
Then I'm going to treat it like a cage, and I'm going to find out how big this cage is, and I'm going to start ripping my claws along the side of it as I run around the full length of this fucking cage.
Well, you circle the entire city and get
Or
back to
do
where
I
you are.
square the entire city?
You square the entire city.
That's what I fucking thought. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not putting you guys in a dome. Although the thought did cross my mind.
No, you just put us in a movie set.
I was wondering when it
Uh,
was gonna crush, when that was gonna come out.
It pretty much clicked the minute the rain started.
It kind of clicked shortly after we had a prop found. I'm still just baffled as to why they did it. What purpose? I knew it was a fake. I'm
Yeah.
still just trying to figure out its
Why?
meaning. Well, not its meaning, but its purpose.
So, with me going around the entire edge of this, what I would assume to be cage building, do I find a door or a window or anything?
No.
Okay.
As Todak does that, Dell's going to continue walking through buildings, trying to see if there's anything else forgotten here. As Auntie Karen's going to climb to the top of the inn and just stand there for now, as sort of like a base.
Right. You do that, and you find a few things. Like these small little metal discs. Some tape, like rolls of duct tape. Just things here and there that might be left about. Gaffer's tape.
Stuff that we would have no reference for.
Exactly.
None. So, like, I don't like any more of this any faster. So, if I found no doors, no windows, no way in or out, did I find anything interesting on my run? Anything? A box, parts?
Yeah, you found on just as you're about to complete your squaring around, you actually found this oddly shaped box that seems to have something fluffy at the top.
I opened the box.
Oh,
Like with reckless abandon, I open whatever the fuck it is I find. I examine the little poof ball.
the poof ball. Well, the poof ball's a poof ball. When you open it up with reckless abandon, you just manage to grab something, and there is you start to hear something come from it.
I listen to it.
You hear Todak and Dusk and Auntie Karen and Bon.
What?
And you look at where you opened, and you can see all of them talking, doing what they were doing when you guys were here in the city.
Dusk, I think I'm having a moment.
Huh? What do you have?
I have us.
I'll go
And
take a look.
I show what I find.
Oh, you show Dusk, and Dusk, you see that this is you guys in the city. All of you in the city.
Same exact time.
No, not the same exact time. This is back when you guys were there originally.
Bonds in it. Todak is going to leave Dusk with this. I'm going to look around the area where I found this strange box.
Okay.
Is there anything that goes to the box?
No, but you do see what looks to be some sort of weird rope.
I'm gonna follow the rope.
Oh, the rope follows and just stands on the ground, and then when you get to the end, there's 3 metal prongs on it.
Is it just the cable and the prong, or sorry, the rope and the prongs, or is there anything else? Like, does this look like it should go somewhere?
Not from where you started and where you ended, but if you want to pull on it,
I pull on it.
all right, you start to pull it
Is
towards
made
you.
of rope or is it made of a material we don't recognize?
It is from a material you do not recognize, but you pull it, and you start to hear something dragging, and then you just see a drum. And it's a big drum. It's almost as wide as Todak itself, with more of the rope.
Okay.
And you see 3 things that could fit the prongs in it.
Don't mess with it. Don't know what this is, but it's definitely. I get the impression that this is some sort of trap.
We're in a building that is built like a town that we used to know, with pictures of us moving and talking as if they were there with us. I believe all of this is,
Trap.
yes, a trap. And Todak wants out.
Question is, how do we get out?
I mean,
You
I
try
can
to-
always leave when I want to, but
Can
with
you?
the others, it might be difficult. Yes, I can. Well, as long as the whatever is in this cube we're in isn't the walls aren't 40 feet thick, I can always just float on out.
Why don't you do that and tell us what's on the other side?
All right, then she ascends to the heavens.
As you ascend to the heavens, a spotlight hits you, and everybody hears, "Oh!" I'm kidding.
Where does the spotlight come from?
I said I was kidding.
Oh,
That's the only thing I could think of when that happened.
I mean, I probably that happens, and Todak immediately shoots the spotlight.
Probably.
exactly.
Yeah, so do I.
But you
Anyways.
raise up and you go. So what happens exactly if it's more than 40 feet thick?
I get shunted back out
Okay.
because the basically I can move through an object that but it counts as like half speed. So if I dash, I have a movement speed of 80. So if it's more than 45 feet thick, more than 40 feet thick, then if it is 40 feet thick, then I would take damage. Let me just look how much I take.
Yeah, let me know. Okay.
It would be 46.
4d6, eh?
Yep.
Well, 4d6. Since you can fly, you go through, and you reach the end of your movement, and with this incredible force, you are thrown back out, and you almost hit the top of one of the buildings before you can manage to catch yourself.
Nope,
Sewers.
never mind. We're trapped. We're all gonna die.
I love just the I give up.
Todak looks for a sewer access, but this strange spool, does it go anywhere?
No, you just found an extension cord.
Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna say the thing that was moving the pictures around wasn't plugged into anything.
No.
Okay. So there's still some magical component to this horse shit.
Are you going to regroup with the people that you just left laying around?
Probably.
Okay.
Todak also, like, okay, I'm gonna just ask, did I find any outlets?
No.
Okay.
Well, you guys do. If you guys are going to regroup, they kind of look at you, and they all look like drowned rats at this point. And from the Burok Empire, they look kind of shaken up. It's like, what the fuck was all that? Where did that sudden torrential storm come from?
Todak doesn't know.
That's not
It seems to
good.
It seemed to be a fire suppression system.
A what?
Well, the rain only happened where the fire was happening, so I assume take care of.
Hmm.
I think Todak believes that the gods are bored and for some reason watching us very closely today.
Why do you say that?
Don't ask questions.
We
Todak's
appear to
methodology
be
is
in
his own.
some sort of cage.
I start looking for a sewer.
Okay, you can start looking for a sewer. The heck?
Do you need a perception check?
Yes. And as you guys get
God
closer
damn
to the fountain, it has completely overflowed.
Where's the water coming from?
Well, there's no water in it. It's
Right.
just from the what came from the sky. It overflowed the fountain.
Wait, is the water that came from the sky or sprinklers affecting acting differently than the water that was more or less stationary?
No.
I thought the water that was in the fountain was like sort of like frozen in time almost.
No, it
No,
just wasn't flowing.
Oh,
Just
okay,
stagnant.
never mind. Well, Adele's going to destroy what's left of the paper statue and see if there's anything leaning down from it.
You see what looks to be some sort of black contraption inside of it, but it all seems to be self-contained.
But it doesn't have a rope leading to the back of it with three weird pongs, does it?
Oh, it does look like it does, yeah.
Todak rips that out of the wherever it is and he tries to follow it.
It just leads to the black box.
So the black box and nothing else.
It's a pump, so it has a
Right.
cable.
Yeah, I get that, but it's got to get power from somewhere.
Yes, and there's nothing to power it. It's been unplugged.
Okay. What about my sewer search? I'm gonna do another one here.
Right, you can go ahead and do another one. You look around for the first time and you found nothing. This time around, you do see. You actually managed to follow some water that seems to be draining down somewhere. And you find this little grate that's about I'd say about 20 centimeters in diameter.
I don't think Todak can squeeze.
No. But as you are looking at it and watching the water go down, it starts to fade from your vision.
So there's still magic involved here. It's just a matter of finding out how.
And the second you try to look away, you see the forest again. And you guys are back where you were.
That was an experience.
In Dusk, you still have the box that Todak gave you.
Just under.
What?
I still have this weird drill. Bzzz. Oh, it's dead. Throws it away.
What'd you say there, Dusk? You cut out.
She just stows it away.
Okay. I just kind of threw that in there for shits and giggles. Kind of filler.
Hmm.
All right. But you guys do not seem to get attacked as anything fades away. You're just left back in the forest with eyes and ears on you.
Um,
We just continue?
this is beyond me. I don't know what's going on. So
We just have to keep moving
And if,
towards where we need to go.
yeah,
Right.
well, if we just keep moving, then I mean that was. If I were to guess, I would say that was handwork of the Fae,
I
pixies,
blame
or
the
something
Fae.
like that, or the mass illusions. But
That's the
uh,
problem. It wasn't an illusion. It was very physical.
yeah, that's part of what's confusing. I don't understand.
Todek's not gonna bother trying. Let's leave. Tired of this place.
Lead on. Try to avoid any more traps.
I mean, we'll try.
All right. You guys can continue on, and the days go as normal for you. It's been about a week now.
Close to normal as they can manage.
Yep. You get back to the center. And back where you guys
Any-
were, you can see the mountain in the distance. Is this the right map? Pretty sure that was the right one. Was it this one? Oh, it was this one. Yeah, you guys are back down to here. Don't have to enter the area right away, but this is where you guys had left off.
Fantastic.
And it's back up there.
Just quietly grazing on whatever the fuck a giant walking mountain eats.
Well, it's sucking up the land and spewing out ash.
How much devastation has it? What has it done to the land so far?
Well, considering you guys technically haven't been gone all that long, not a whole lot. It's just kind of almost like it's boring through a specific spot.
Been a couple. It's been about a week traveling.
Yeah, it's
Probably
been about a
2
week.
weeks.
Oh yeah, I guess it's been 2 weeks.
2,
But no, he's
actually.
still in the same area. There's not much difference than what was there before. You can't, at least from your distance, you can't see any sort of real change besides a lot of ash just being on the ground now.
So what is it that
Okay.
these new friends of ours have brought along to help deal with that?
So you're telling me that's the thing that kicked your guys' ass?
If he's so blasé about it, let's see him do something about it.
I can see why. That thing looks mighty pissing. But don't worry. We'll help you take care of it. After all, our king ordered it. And he'd probably have my neck.
I'm still very confused. First of all, the nature of this land is difficult to wrap your head around. Second,
On a good
we
day.
didn't see any signs of the armies of Illithids. Perhaps that's due to Todak's expert maneuvering through this environment. But third, we still don't know what that thing is trying to do.
It looks like it wants something that's in that spot. And if it wants it, we probably don't want it to have it.
Well, good thinking, little frog boy.
I will eat you.
You can try.
I'd rather you did.
All right. Well, you guys sit back, enjoy the show, or go ahead and join up. It's going to be up to you.
Todak wants to see what they can do.
I will, like I said, it seems to be highly resistant to anything that I can do. So
You
the best
say
I can
that.
offer is
Blessings and
yes.
guidance.
my effects seem to just sort of wash.
Yeah, but I bet it mighty pisses it off.
So, didn't seem to.
Well,
I mean, I'm not that it's not that I'm not going to try. I'm just saying that my efforts might be more effective at protecting those of you that need protecting rather than direct assault. Is what I'm saying.
all right. Well, like I said, just sit back and watch and enjoy the show. And the three that were with them, the ones that just have these blank stares, their foreheads start to glow with a symbol that's rather familiar.
It's a slave mark.
Well, you've seen the symbol before on creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
And their bodies start to contort and change.
I remember why Todak didn't like these guys. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
excuse
gonna
me.
get in a little bit. And they start to grow. This one is actually going to be size category larger. And these three massive creatures appear in front of you where there was once humans. Humanoids.
Do they resemble anything that we would recognize?
Not really. Amalgamation of creatures, maybe. One kind of looks like a dragon.
And there's sort of like the M8 armor we fought last time.
A little bit. And they rush off to fight this thing. That's the
Is there anyone that doesn't transform?
I mean, yeah, the two that seem to be talking and all that, and the ones that came with you from the Burok Empire.
This is
I'm
messy.
going to set up a ritual ritual cast.
Okay. You're going to take the 10 minutes to ritual cast this?
I would have suggested it before they took off to do the thing, but it's,
Okay. Then, yeah, if you're going to do it before they take off, then absolutely. You guys can watch in the distance as these four creatures start to fight. And... Huh?
Todak, you seem to be rather good with that bow. I think you might be within range. Do you want to fire off some shots at it, or do you just want to watch?
My fingers are sore.
Alrighty then.
is it within range?
I mean, it's...
He's within like 600 feet. Yeah.
Then it's just have
Alright. Time passes. It takes a couple of minutes. You see that this creature, the larger one, is being torn down, and it has fought hard against them, but the three creatures that had rushed at it soon fall and die.
So hold on, our creatures are dead?
Yes. But this large mountain is now missing huge chunks out of it, and is spewing out what you can only assume to be molten lava or something. It looks like it's bleeding.
Lava blood. And then look over to the two historians and say, "Was that part of your plan?"
We did our part. It bleeds. Now go kill it.
All right. At which point, Adele starts flying high. She's gonna try. She's probably gonna be out of this combat for the most part, but yeah. Should we roll initiative?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Did they ever give me any indication as to what that scroll's supposed to do and when I was supposed to use it?
They did
said
not.
that I would know.
They did not.
Yeah, they said you know what it does and know when to use it when the time comes.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
I
There
don't
we
have
go.
a token on the field, so
You should still be on the field.
well, there I am. Never mind. We're good.
All right. Okay. I didn't accidentally put myself on push to talk. That is good. Okay. Mock. Good old Mock.
New and improved.
Mach 2.0.
All right. Teal'c, you have initiative.
All right, she spends her first turn going 80 feet in the air and turn.
All right, Dusk.
Kodak, what do you want to do? How do you want to handle this?
Still a mountain. Todak's gonna have to take pot shots at it from a range.
Oh,
Take
right, new
pot
day.
shots at it from- all right. I was going to suggest that we fly up there and take pot shots down from up high, but that
Let's do
didn't
it.
work out so good the last time, and we have people here to protect.
Then you and Bandage Lady take high. Me and Auntie Karen's hit low. Keep it distracted. Keep it guessing.
All right. What about the rest of you? Actually,
Oh, that's right. I didn't
I can't
give
leave the dome.
me-
Shit. No, I can't leave the dome. I have to stay there. I can lean outside and put a bolt into it. That's what I can. Miss.
That one does. That does unfortunately miss it. And let's get the other one. 'Cause I'm not caring about actually giving them names.
Douglas, Eric 2.
Okay. And are you gonna move, fly up? What are you gonna do?
Nope. I have to stay with the dome. Otherwise, the dome will protect people inside.
Okay. Then the group of Astoyans are going to they're gonna move and they're gonna take some bows and start taking some pot shots at it.
Their bows probably don't do a lot.
Well, the one that was silent misses, but the one that's been talking a lot and kind of insulting Todak just takes one good long stretch back, thwacks it in this arrow out, and this arrow actually grows the size of a ballista arrow and smacks into the side.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a neat trick.
And the Titan now moves and looks towards the group of you. The Burok Empire, they're going to rush up. just being lazy and using this because it's a placeholder. They draw their swords and weapons and they move up as fast as they can. Now we're on to Karen.
All right, Karen starts her turn by throwing up. It's dark. It's inky. When it hits the floor, it immediately starts to burn the floor. Ah. Oh wow! She then immediately jumps down on all fours and starts booking it.
Why do I picture Diaboramon?
Because you're a
She can move 120 with her main action and bonus action because I forget this is a weird map. And with that, she ends her turn.
All right. It's off to this thing. And it is going to move as quickly as it can towards you. And does it have the range? It will not have the range. And we are off to Todak.
I don't have advantage shooting this thing, do I?
Not at this distance, no. I think you actually have disadvantage.
Sharpshooter, no.
Oh, sharp. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You have sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't have advantage, no.
All right. I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow as a bonus action, and I'm just going to shoot the damn thing, trying to use my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
So we start with the Reaver Sharpshooter, 25.
That does hit, and ooh, damn.
That's a lot of damage, and that's before Lightning Arrow.
Yeah.
Lightning Arrow adds an additional 4d8 if it fails a reflex save.
So you mean a dex
Or a
save?
dex save. Yeah.
It failed.
Okay. And it takes an additional 4d8.
All right.
And there's no creatures within range of it.
No.
Cool. So I do 46 damage.
You do, and that's on your first attack.
Yep. And my second attack.
'Cause I think lightning arrow only takes first on the one that only takes effect on the one that hits, I believe. So
Yep.
normal arrow on this one.
Almost a critical.
Almost a critical.
It's another 25.
You can't see if they're hitting or not, but this thing seems to emit this noise every time you thwack. So you get the feeling that it's getting hit by your tiny arrows.
I think I'd see the lightning arrow hit it.
Lightning arrow, absolutely. You would see the spark fly, but the second arrow you can just tell by the sound that it made. Anything else?
Nope. I used a bonus action. My main action. I'm not going to bother moving.
All right, the mock. It's up to you.
Nothing. End turn.
And the fragment.
Nothing. End turn.
Adele.
Another 80 feet in the air.
Okay. And then we're back to dusk.
Too far away to do anything. She leans out. Takes a pot shot. Still at disadvantage. Yes.
Unfortunately. All right, the Estoians are back. They're gonna start firing again. And even the guy with the seemingly magical arrows, they fire and they both miss. The ballista actually lands very, very short to about here. You can see the bolt sticking out of the ground. And the Estoian, the Buroks are going to keep running up. And we are now back to Auntie Karen. Things will get much more exciting when things actually get closer.
She's continuing to circle around, though it's going to take a while.
All right. And this thing moves up. We're back to the Todakian.
Todak.
Might have actually misjudged us and it might die before it gets to you guys.
Good. Hunter's not Hunter's mark. Slayer's mark.
Okay, what's the range on that?
Oh wait, yeah. Hold on a second here.
It might be
Nope,
anything.
60 feet.
60 feet? Yeah, so unfortunately, no.
All right. Then we're gonna do lightning arrow again.
All right. Jesus Christ.
All right, deck save.
I mean, at this point, I probably should have went with Plan B, which was Plan Give Todak Haste.
Probably.
Frankly, I should have done that to myself so you get there closer.
And that is a fail, so go ahead and roll the friggin' extra damage.
Is it?
It's critical.
D8.
Yep, it's critical damage.
So do I just double the dice, or can I roll like 8d8?
You roll the double amount of dice. So you would be 8d8. Jesus. All right.
Yep.
This thing, the first one that you fired, you know, it was the typical what you would expect. The second one, it hits, and it lets out this roar, and then a moment later, it's almost this deafening boom as the lightning just envelops its entire body, which is not what happened last time.
That's a lot of damage.
Shoot it again.
All right, go ahead. And unfortunately, this one misses and goes over its head. What you can constitute a head. Mock and the fragment.
Pass.
And we're back to Teal'c.
She goes another 8 feet in the air, and she's going to move as well 8 feet towards it.
All right. Dusk, go ahead and do your thing.
Miss.
That does unfortunately miss.
Yeah.
Time for the
She
thwacky
does
thwacks.
remind the people.
Hmm?
Yeah, she reminds the people that she's defending that to stay, especially when it gets closer, stay behind the barrier. You can lean out when you have a minute, but that's
Well, the ones from the
Protect
Burok Empire have gone off, and the Estoyan Empire just like, no, we're not touching your shit.
such
Yes.
as like normal magic, not divine.
We don't just like magic in general. Even divine, I kind of don't like, but we use it for advantages, and I don't like your stuff. You made me miss by talking to me, so I'm blaming you for that.
Aim better.
All right, Karen, go ahead and scuttle about.
Yep, that's all she can do.
All right. And is it within range of anybody? No. Dodak.
Alright, I don't have any more lightning arrows,
Damn.
so I switched to fire arrows! No, I don't actually have
It's
those
immune.
either.
It's not. If I recall, it's either resistant or immune to fire.
Let's see.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's not even a spell, so.
Actually, yeah, fire arrows is a thing.
Oh, it is?
I just don't think it's very good, from what I remember.
Okay, I'm going to give myself Zephyr Strike.
So you're gonna just take the effects of the damage and screw the movement, eh?
Pretty much.
All right, go ahead and do it.
Gonna choose advantage. That's good. Doesn't matter. 25 hits. Take an extra D8 of force damage. And again.
Fuck's sakes.
And a D8 of force damage.
This thing is reeling. And it almost seems to have its... If it had eyes, it'd be looking at you.
Good. Come and get me, puss nuts.
By the way, flame arrows, concentration for an hour. Your ammunition doing an extra 1d6 fire.
Yeah, I chose 1d8 force.
Probably a better idea. All right, Mock into the fragment.
Nothing.
Teal'c.
Another 8 feet in the air, and she's going to move another 8 feet forward.
All right, then we're off to Dusk. Wanted this to be more exciting, but I was like, no. Let's just have it as all movement and pot shots. Unfortunately, you do miss. The Estoyans. Finally, we get another hit. All right. Group moves. And when they get up to there, one of them starts to cast... I actually don't think they are in range either. They are not in range. So, no, nothing. Go ahead, Karen. Move around.
End turn.
All right. That's not what I wanted. All right, Todak. This thing has moved, and it is now your turn.
Okay.
That, unfortunately, the first one misses. The second one thwacks into it. 35 damage.
Mm-hmm. It's my turn.
All right. As the thing gets closer, you can tell that it is leaving molten bits on the ground. More and more of it spewing out from the damage you guys have dealt to it. I'm guessing nothing again there.
Whoopa.
Oops. All right, Adele.
1 second.
Coming off my skin some.
My roll 20 is messed up, so I can't really mess with the size of the map too well. Yeah, she's going to go another 8 feet in the air, another 80 feet forward.
Okay. Dusk. It's getting closer.
What's the longest range spell a cleric has access to? Guiding bolt?
Probably.
I don't know, but it's not nearly close enough.
It's still a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
2 more shots and 2 more misses. The guy looks at you and says, "Oh well, not everything can be a hit, eh? Make you feel better by missing with you. How about that?"
wait till I actually do hit, see what happens.
And all right then. Buroks are finally
It's
up.
not going to be spectacular. It's literally just it absorbs it.
The Buroks move up, and you can tell that one of them is about to cast a spell, but it immediately gets canceled out. And we're off to Karen, who is so far away from that thing.
She's moving around it.
Yep. Alright, this thing moves up here. And it had to double dash to get up, so it cannot attack, unfortunately. Todak, do your thing.
Well, still pretty far off.
It
So
is.
advantage. Doesn't matter. D8 of force.
You do have advantage, so it does hit. And
Oh,
fucking
shit.
critical again.
Yep. Oh, I guess I double the force dice too.
You do. And that is...
Wait, how's he getting critical?
He has advantage.
I wrote, Zephyr Strike gives me advantage when I declare it
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I think you can only do that once.
once per turn.
No, just once.
Oh, well, that's a
Is
bit
it only
silly.
once?
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
Oh,
Okay. Then I miss.
all right. Then that one second one, yeah, that does unfortunately miss. You're staying where you are.
I mean, I don't have a reason to move. I'm literally the artillery piece at this point.
Okay. And I'm gonna assume still nothing, so we're off to Teal'c.
Yep, 80 up, 80 forward.
Okay. I get the feeling now at this point, Mock is just kind of talking with the fragment, just being like, so what are we gonna be doing here? Like, we're just kind of sitting here doing nothing.
I thought they were more or less both attached to their respective summoners.
Oh, yeah, if that's what you want to go. I was just kind
Yeah,
of
they
picturing
are
them
just-
hanging back, just like, hey, we're just kind of sitting here doing dick all.
Having a smoke, hanging around the water cooler, asking how the game was last week.
No, Mock's attached to Endikaren's face like normal, and the ghost is more or less just hanging on to Adele as she flies.
Yeah. All right, Dusk.
Close is it now?
Well, it's closer.
Hold on. I can read this.
I have no idea what you just said.
I have to reread this spell. I have never. What kind of bows are these people around me using?
They just look like longbows.
Almost in range.
Okay.
Well, screw it up. I will cast
Assisted aim.
Assisted Aim on myself. Todak. I think I can do 3 people.
Let's see, up to 3 people, yeah. And if you cast it
That's
at a
not
higher
good.
level,
No,
you
actually.
can. If you cast it at a higher level, you can add more people to it.
How many people are here?
That are firing bows, you, Todak, and 2 others.
All right, so I'll use a 2nd level spell and get but
All right.
it won't help much this round, but once it gets within 300 feet, everybody will. It doesn't really help Todak much, but everybody else will get normal,
Advantage. I guess not advantage, but they'll have the normal range.
not advantage. You just won't have disadvantage,
Okay.
and you get a +1 to hit.
All right. Anything else?
That's my action.
Oh, that basically means that Todak has 120 range.
I thought I had like 600 range.
Well,
Yeah, but now with
you
the
have
spell, you have 1,200 feet.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. They're going for their attack. So they had a +1 to it. Still unable to hit, unfortunately. They don't say no to the taking the spell, but they look at you. It's like, oh, still a spell, and they look at you. It's like, what did you do? All right, these guys. The spell's being cast.
Your aim and your range.
Sure, you did, Magic Key. All right. So we're getting a couple attacks on this thing. Oh, Jesus. All right. That
You're
is a
welcome.
No, that's not them. That's the guys actually using physical weapons, so the melee weapons.
So
All right. Longsword. Well, that was absolute garbage. What a waste of a critical.
That guy's probably going to get stepped on next turn.
Probably.
if we're lucky.
Well, those are the ones that aren't insulting you and have said nothing because they know that Todak is respectable, and Teal'c turned one of them into a goddamn whale.
Should have brought him up here with me.
You probably should have. Oh well. All right, Karen, go ahead.
Continues running forward. Acidic vomit coming from her, just dribbling behind her.
All right. It's this thing, and it is focusing on the little shits in front of them. It fires its breath weapon at them because nobody else is within range, but there's a group of them. And they seem heavily wounded, but they do not die from that, luckily.
Good
They
luck.
seem like they're about to. They're definitely not at your guys' level.
I don't even know why they ran up.
Because they don't have anything else.
Then they should have just sat there and waited.
They're not cowards.
They're not smart neither.
Kodak.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with being a coward. It's about tactics. You
Alright,
don't
so-
run in front of a cannon.
You really don't. So what did Dusk do exactly? I got a range increase of double.
Yeah,
So
double.
doubles your range and you get a +1 to hit.
Yeah, +1 to hit.
Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna add the +1 right away, but we'll make the rolls.
That is a hit.
$19.
That unfortunately does not hit.
My turn.
27 points of damage. This thing is looking. It's looking like it's starting to fall apart. And Mock, nothing. Teal'c, Fragment.
Yep.
Nothing still?
Nothing.
Okay. Then it's your turn.
All right. I summon a middle golem 200 feet above the construct.
God damn it.
I give my construct a salute. It gives me a salute back before plummeting towards the thing at Mach speed, doing a Superman punch to it. I assume it's going to be 20 d6 damage because of gravity.
Yep,
And
I,
the thing is magical.
it is.
I dub your golem Wreck-It Ralph.
I mean, I'm gonna call it the Iron Giant at this point because right now it's just shouting Superman.
I'm not good, but that's not bad.
Oh, you
I
already
will
rolled
never
it.
be-
Yes. The golem instantly dies, but who cares?
Yep, the golem dies, and this giant mountain cracks down the middle. And its body starts to dissipate and turn into liquid iron. Molten iron. I don't know why I'm saying iron weirdly. It's iron! We're turning into iron, man!
And Adele just looks so smug up there.
Alright.
So it's dead.
As its body dissipates and turns into molten iron, you see this thing rise from the middle of it.
Shoot.
It looks like a baby that has not yet been born.
I'm sorry. Are you seriously doing this right now?
Okay, it looks like a larval stage thing.
I mean,
Okay?
there is technically a D&D creature that is basically a giant undead baby.
Yes,
He knows.
we know. I haven't been able to
So-
find its stat block, but I know.
It's
It got killed in 2 turns at level 12.
I know it's in the Tomb of Annihilation. That's about
It's the Atropol.
yeah.
Anyway,
It is dusk. I actually don't have an image for it, but this thing... It's about the size of a human. And it's
Hey,
just...
which one of these is me?
The one that is you.
This one or this one?
There should only be one you.
It's currently 2 on the map. I think the second one, I'd say the one with actual Todak is probably what you're.
Yeah, probably.
The rest below you are basically the placeholders for when we want to transform or get our minions.
Ah, it's actually further away.
It's still where it was. It's as close as it can
Yeah,
be.
but it's smaller now, so it's more than 300 feet away.
Is it above the ground or is it like floating in air?
It's, I'd say, floating about 5 feet in the air.
I hope my action.
All right, you hold your action. They aren't going to do anything. They look at this thing and they see this floating larval-like thing. Because apparently me saying that there's now a fetus is bad, even though, that's
No,
exactly
I
what
thought
we
you were
thought.
just copying my idea, you shit stain.
No. And
your
they are going
To
to
be
attack
fair,
it.
to be fair, we've already known of the evil baby thing for a long time now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a miss. And they swing at this thing, but it does seem to have a bit of deftness about it. Deftness. All right, on to Karen.
Just continue running. That's going to be a while.
It's this thing's turn, and it is now going to do this on the group of people that it's in front of it.
Worry not, guard whale. You shall not die here.
I mean,
He very well might.
Yeah, it probably is. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I'm pretty sure that they'd have to get, they'd have to get 18s to pass this, and even then they'd still go down.
I mean, I have the money. I could probably just buy a large enough diamond to bring him back.
Well, 2 just outright evaporate into bursts of blood as they take the full brunt of the damage, while the first one that gets hit just drops after a moment of looking like, oh, I'm going to die here. All right, Todak.
Cool. So the larval thing is here. The mountain thing is gone.
Yep.
Cool. I'm shooting the larval thing.
All right, go ahead.
Where is it on the map?
Right here. All 3 of us ping at the same time.
I don't see it. I didn't see the ping. I'm sorry.
Just brought you to it.
It's basically just the mountain thing we fought, but it's shrunk down.
Cool. I'm gonna reaver strike it, but I'm gonna also chain it.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit it?
The 16 unfortunately does not hit it.
Fuck. Neither of those hit then.
Unfortunately, no.
Cool. Todak finally misses a round. That's a
Yeah.
turn.
Don't
Even-
forget that with the plus, you do get a +1, so the
That was the
16.
that
Did
was
you already add that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already did.
The 16. Oh, the last one there was it's an 18, so that one missed. So, all right, Mockin, Adele, Fragments, nothing.
Nothing yet.
All right, Teal'c, it's your turn.
Teal'c is going to summon Xerxes and then float down. Actually, no, she's going to use the fall action to fall 200 feet.
Okay, and then stop yourself right above it.
She's 400 feet in the air. She's just going down 200.
Okay. Right. Anything else?
End turn.
Dusk, we're back to you.
Uh,
You broke up badly,
Hey.
but you don't have advantage.
I
do you?
missed.
You miss.
No, but I don't have disadvantage either, so
Yeah.
at least there's that.
Win-win.
Okay. These group are just like, well, I don't really feel like shooting a fetus.
Neither do
giant-
I, but
I want to see. Plus, I kind of want to know what this thing's going to be doing now that it's like this. Maybe we could interrogate it, get some information.
Murder, 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 murder.
Then all right then. They are they're mostly dead. All right, on to Karen.
The cavalry is coming. But next turn,
All right.
Cavalry might be here by the end of the fight.
It turns to you and says, "Help me, cousin. They're going to kill me."
Jesus.
part of me wants to insight what it means by that. Because I have an idea.
Do it.
I mean, you can.
Would I be allowed? Would I be
Yeah.
allowed to do that since it's not my turn?
I'll give you that now because it's interacting with you.
Is it related to the fact that it's hag in nature?
No, not in that nature. You could
Yep.
tell that
Beyond-
if you eat this thing, you would gain incredible amounts of power, or it could lead you to greater heights if you side with it.
Manticore just went through a whirlwind of emotions. First, she thinks something about to do with the hag since it was something in the cauldron, so she's a bitter hatefulness. And then she's like, "No, wait, beyond the stars." Now she just like wherever the thing is in her imagination, it's on a plate.
I could give you so much if you help me.
Get in my belly.
Okay. And
this
you're
was
getting hit
coming.
with this.
Yep.
Let me just double check what it's what
Use
it
my
is.
use my reaction to half that damage with uncanny dodge.
Let's see. Okay, I'm still gonna make the attack though. So, is it specific what it wants? Let's see. So it's gonna use its intelligence for the attack. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a melee attack. A melee spell attack.
Yep.
Can you uncanny dodge that?
Yes.
All right, Todak, you just saw this thing just strike it onto Karen.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did before and drag it towards me.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, character sheet shut down.
Strange. That one misses.
Really?
Nice roll though.
Huh.
And with the 18, that still is a miss.
Wow, I am just. Everything was hot shit a minute ago. Everything's dog shit now.
Yep. All right, Mock.
All right.
The mock is going to leap off of Antikaren's face and onto the baby.
And it's
That's a
gonna do
strange,
anything?
Terrible statement.
No, just going to
Hey,
give the
Joka.
help action against the next attack.
All right, fragment.
Chilling.
Teal'c.
All right. Teal'c is going to move 40 closer and down.
You gonna drop again?
No, just down. And then I'm going to cast a Finger of God and summon another statue, another construct. I'm going to say since it's probably small and it could possibly miss, it might want to make. There's really no rules to it, but possibly like a Dex save against my
Yeah.
spell save DC.
Yep. It's going
So
to
Dex
fail.
save against 16.
It failed.
All right then, 20d6.
Go ahead and roll it. Does it survive that?
Probably not.
I meant your thing.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Well, you just killed a god. How do
Twice
you
in a
want
row.
to do this?
Dropping a statue on its head.
Oh,
As Anti,
figure he wants to
yeah,
have some
but-
flair.
but as Auntie Karen was like reaching out to grab it, her mouth, her jaw dislocating as she's about to swallow this baby thing whole. Out of nowhere, bang! A crater is formed, and whatever this thing is, it is just splattered to the wind, and Auntie Karen can't get it.
Nope, Auntie Karen cannot get it. There was a body, now there is none.
Auntie Karen just looking at the goo on the floor and just like
Well,
Looks-
to be fair, you can
just
still
starts
eat the goo.
glaring up at the sky.
Auntie Karen can still eat the goo.
Yeah, Xerxes just gives a thumbs up, and Auntie Karen just starts licking the ground like. Rah, rah. Wait, no! Oh, dang it! She can't eat anything because she's constantly vomiting.
Yep.
Oh, put it in a pot for later.
Yeah, she does. She'll try to scoop it up, but yeah, literally the thing she rolled today is that she's constantly vomiting and can't eat anything.
Constantly
is-
vomiting, and yeah, with it splatting the way it did, there is not much there. Hey, Saber, how's it going? All right, but we will leave this here for today. You have just done a thing, and we will find out what happens on the next episode. Maybe it'll be the last. We don't know.
I mean, killing a god's a pretty good way to end a series.
Yep, but it'll be
Yeah, and,
s-
If this does go on, I definitely need to retire a doll because just being able to finger of God people from the sky, that's too powerful.
And right up until the end of it, Todak was doing some pretty fucking terrible damage
you absolutely were. Then you just kept fucking whipping it
at the end.
at the end.
When I wanted to start taking a fucking survivor is when I started whiffing it. I think I've learned my lesson. No more survivors.
Well, you wouldn't have actually taken a survivor because it came back with 1 HP.
And it took us that long?
To deal a single hit to it, yes.
Wait, what?
Nobody hit it until you finger of Godded it.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
go take a fucking nap.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know. But with that, we will end this here for today. I'll be back streaming after lunch. I'm gonna get a raid going. Gonna say hi to Cynical. She's doing some art.
All right.
I hope
talk to
everybody enjoyed, and we'll be back same dragon time, same dragon week.
Oy.
See you next week.
Later.
Later,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone. Have a nice day and stay safe, everyone.
And stretch and hydrate, everybody.
Oy.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I hope everybody enjoyed. I kind of wasn't thinking that you guys were going to be dealing so much fucking damage to it right away.